days beating, I stay put, waiting for him to leave. With my pulse pounding in my ears, I maintain my position, crouched low, afraid to move one muscle. Suddenly, he leaps out of his chair and stomps over to me in 3 quick strides. Yanking me up by my hair, he yells in a language I don't understand. My scalp burns from the force of his grip, and tears cloud my vision as stinging pain radiates throughout my skull. Dragging me to the tray of food by my hair, he throws me onto the floor like a rag doll. I cry out as a sharp pang shoots through my hip, rattling the frail bones. He shoves my face centimeters from the stale food with his hand still firmly gripped in my hair.
Eat.
In response, I do the same thing I've been doing for the past couple of days. I swipe the tray with my forearm and listen as it tumbles across the filthy cement floor. With a feral growl, he jabs his elbow into the back of my head, the momentum causing me to fall forward, face first. My hands slam against the hard concrete, only seconds before my face does, catching my fall. A fierce kick to my ribs forces the air out of my lungs and has me gasping for breath as pain blooms. Forcing me onto my back with his booted foot, he straddles my thin body, wrapping his meaty hands around my neck in a vice-like grip. Clawing at his hands and forearms, my body begs my lungs for air. My chest caves with discomfort. With what strength I have left, I kick my legs in vain, connecting with nothing as my hands futilely try to pry his lithe fingers off. His dark eyes glint with a cold emptiness and anger as my lungs burn with white-hot pain. My vision blurs from the tears and black spots dance wildly behind my eyelids. This was it. I always knew I'd die down here. I just never wanted my death to be like this. His fingers tighten, cutting off my air supply. Choking, the instinct to fight overrides my freezing terror. I squirm, scratching my nails over his wrists. It does nothing to stop him. If anything, it only entices him to hurt me. The sound of a door crashing open and the scuffling of boots can vaguely be heard over the roaring in my ears. His heavy weight is yanked off me, prompting me to gasp for much-needed air. I roll over onto my side, choking on my ragged breaths and sputtering sobs. There's a fire radiating from my throat and neck, constricting my airway. My chest rattles on a sob as I look up, spotting 4 filthy men standing near the door, watching me like predators. These were the usual men that came in every day. The men were some type of Middle Eastern or Arabic descent. It looked like they wore the same thing every day. Black pants, boots, and a long shirt that looks like a robe. Oftentimes, the headdresses they wore concealed their identities. Some looked like balaclavas, with only their eyes visible. For the most part, they spoke broken English to me. But when they spoke to each other, it was often in another language, one they knew I didn't understand. The man on the far left of the group, Danish, with the full beard and soulless, black, beady eyes, takes a threatening step forward and smiles, revealing his decaying, yellowing teeth.
Time to play, pet.
With my heart lurching in my throat, I shuffle to my feet as terror overrides my body, and I retreat until my back collides with the cool wall. I had nowhere left to run, nowhere to hide. Not again, please, not again. My body won't be able to handle it so soon. He easily closes the distance between us, smoothly flicking open his switchblade. My heart hammers in my chest and cold sweat seeps from my pores as the blade gleams in the dim light. With his knife, he traces the contours of my bony shoulder and collarbone, sending a wave of dread through my body. Danish rests the tip of the blade on my sternum, and I stop breathing. One large inhale, and the blade could easily nick me. I swallow down the horrible feeling brewing in my gut. With the very tip of the knife, he places it over my filthy shirt and seamlessly cuts straight through the front.